Rockstar Games has announced that Grand Theft Auto 6 won't arrive this holiday season, as many have also expected, but instead has been pushed back to May of the next year. That means fans will have to wait nearly an extra year before they can dive into the next chapter of one of the gaming's biggest franchises. Rockstar's track record shows that they value quality over speed. Grand Theft Auto 5 took years of careful development and still broke sales records. So while the delay is indeed disappointing, it also signals that they are making sure the game lives up to the expectations. Now, for most players, a 7-month wait may sting, but the bigger impact falls on rival publishers waiting their own release schedules. Now, during the Electronics Arts EA Physical 2025 earnings call in February, CEO Andrew Wilson stressed that EA has invested more in its Battlefield than any Battlefield before. The project spans 4 internal studios and aims to be the largest, most ambitious entry in the series. Wilson explained that EA is targeting the next Battlefield game coming sometime at the Physical of 2026 launch. Typically that could mean perhaps in October or November of 2025 by the calendar, but remains open to shifting that window if competition or market timing demands it. The main competitor obviously on EA's radar is clear, even if Wilson didn't name it outright: Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, when a new GTA title launches, it dominates gaming headlines and consumer spendings for months. Every news cycle, every streamer, every social feeds fills up with GTA coverage, leaving little room for other big releases. Publishers know that dropping a major multiplayer shooter in the same week or even the same month would risk it being drowned out by Rockstar's marketing juggernaut and fan frenzy. Now that Grand Theft Auto 6 is off the table until the next May, EA faces a tempting choice: stick to the traditional October-November window this year when the market will be largely clear, or wait and release alongside Grand Theft Auto's smaller spring launch next year. Now, on paper, launching this fall could let Battlefield capture media attention and player wallets all to itself. With Grand Theft Auto 6 delay, there's a 7-month gap where no other game will have that Rockstar firepower. But that opportunity comes with a real risk. Battlefield games have launched unevenly before. Battlefield 2042, released in November of 2021, fell short of fans' hopes. Its specialized classes felt clumsy, bugs plagued service, and promised features were missing at launch. Battlefield 5's initial release in 2018 also suffered from the essential features left out, though EA eventually added strong content that rehabilitated the game. These missteps left many long-time players wary of rushed releases. This time, EA appears determined not to repeat past mistakes. Thanks to the Battlefield Labs, a series of early playtests that began in spring of 2025, the team has already gathered feedback on core modes, maps, and weapons. Leaks and data mines have revealed much of what's coming: a modern-day 64-player experience with the MP4 AK series and other classic weapons, massive destructible environments, new modes like Gauntlet, a Battle Royale option, and a return of community-driven Portal. The lab's tests have surfaced rough edges and missing polish, but EA's willingness to solicit player feedback suggests that they'll use that input to refine gameplay before final release. Still, even with this early testing, building a sandbox that meets both technical and creative goals takes time. EA traditionally unveils its Battlefield title in May or June, holds a larger beta in August or September, then ships the full game in October or November. But development teams, especially those based in Sweden, often take significant breaks in July for summer holidays. That unofficial downtime can leave only a short window for bug fixes, server optimizations, and final balancing. If EA pushes ahead this fall to exploit Grand Theft Auto's delay, they risk cutting that window too close. And on the flip side, waiting until spring of 2026 could mean releasing directly against Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, of course, it is important to note that there still is a possibility, especially knowing the reputation of Rockstar Games, how they tend to still delay their games. And many already think that Grand Theft Auto 6 is not going to release in May of 2026 and instead is going to get pushed once again to fall of 2026. And of course, splitting players' attention and budgets between two major releases might lower Battlefield's immediate sales or hamper its community growth. Multiplayer shooters thrive on strong launch momentum, servers need full lobbies from day one, and healthy matchmaking relies on active player bases. Launching alongside Rockstar's blockbuster could dilute Battlefield's player numbers, affect community perception, and complicate EA's post-launch support plans. Longtime fans, many of whom still log hours in Battlefield 4, a game released in 2013, want a solid, feature-rich experience above all else. They remember how Battlefield 3 and 4 nailed the 64-player, modern combat with satisfying gunplay, strategic teamwork, and a dynamic environment. They care less about the release dates than they do about the stability, complete feature sets, and responsive post-launch updates. A badly broken day one release could alienate core players just as quickly as crowded release window might undercut sales. EA leaders then face a classic trade-off: seize the open fall season by risk a rushed, flawed launch, or hold the firm to a later date, sacrifice exclusive marketing space, and contend directly with Grand Theft Auto 6 at least when it launches, assuming if it still launches in May. Now, the ideal path balances both, ensuring enough time to fix all major issues while selecting a release slot that maximizes media coverage and player uptake. It might mean shifting slightly later than traditional autumn, but before May of 2026 if that window is viable. Now, in the end, EA's guiding principles should echo Rockstar's own philosophy. It's done when it's done. Rushing any larger scale title, especially one with all of the complexities of modern 64-player warfare, invites technical headaches that plagues community for months. Faulty netcodes, broken modes, and missing feature crush early excitement and sour reputations. Now, if the next Battlefield launches with all of its core systems polished, servers stable, and community features in place, even if that means waiting an extra quarter, the franchise will earn goodwill and sustain player engagement. And for the players who have stuck with the series throughout misfires, the promise of fully realized Battlefield experience is worth the wait. Battlefield should be a game that players return to year after year, one where maps are masterfully designed, gunplay feels authentic, and updates roll out on a believable timetable. Whether EA lands this game in a calm autumn or battles for attention in spring alongside Rockstar, the most important factor is delivering excellence. Ultimately, the coming months will reveal EA's choice. If they announce an October-November of 2025 release at the investor call, fans will celebrate a clear window but remain cautious until a full beta proves stability. And if they opt for an early of 2026, they'll forego solo market space but buy more development time. Either way, the industry-wide impact of Grand Theft Auto 6 delay offers Battlefield a rare chance to shine, or to stumble should history repeat itself. As we look, of course, towards the next Battlefield, remember the lessons of 2042 and Battlefield 5. Launch strong or risk losing player trust. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see how that will turn out to be. And at that, thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all and have a wonderful day.